Knick World, welcome to another episode of Delusional Knick Fan Network, where we bring you that Knicks content that you need. Knicks squeezed that victory out, 115 to 102. I said it in my weekly prediction that Magic would definitely be tough for us, but we prevailed and pushed through. A few things I do want to talk about is our second unit. Second unit was awesome for us. Jalen Brunson and his body. Pause. We're going to get more into that. Cam Reddish in his bench role. I'm liking Cam in his bench role. We got RJ forcing shots. And pretty much last thing is Coach Thibs. He need to run with a hot hand. So let's jump right into it. The second unit pretty much kept us in the game. There's no question about that. No question about that. Second unit kept us in the game. You have Obi Toppin bringing his energy. Quickly barely scored any buckets, but the pace that he had kept it up. Early in the game, Quickly literally gave Cam buckets, quick buckets in transition, which I stated that Knicks in transition is a tough team to defend. And then you got Hartenstein still being aggressive, Opie bringing the energy. Don't quote me on this, but our second unit is the old Phoenix Suns, Quickly being Steve Nash, Opie being Amari, Cam being the Joe Johnson, Hartenstein could be the boys Dial. That's what it's looking like to me. I know people gonna hate that, but it's old Phoenix Suns. Then of course I want to talk about Jalen Brunson, and his body being able to endure all this contact for 82 games. Jalen Brunson is the smallest man on the court. Yes, he plays the game like he's the biggest guy out there, but taking all the charges, getting hit in the face, causing offensive fouls and stuff when he's attacking, throwing his body into it. JB, I appreciate the buckets that you're giving us and the tone that you're setting, sir, but it's 82 games, sir. We need you to play probably all 82 games. So take it easy on that. And Cam Reddish and his bench role. I was the huge advocate for Cam starting. And now I'm gonna take it back for a lot of things. You see RJ is trying to prove why he got all that money. And and it's really throwing the team kind of off because he's hunting for buckets and sometimes it's being taken out of content of the offense. He's pretty much doing what Julius did last year. Once Julius had to prove he got paid. So you see the pattern there. You don't have to prove why you got all that money. Just play the game. Just play the game. And that is what Julius is doing now. Julius, sure, I commend you. Why? Because I was one of the individuals that is like, let Julius go. Let Julius go. I was the advocate for, boo, get this man up out of here. Do I feel like that? No. At the trade deadline might be different, depending on what value we could get for Jules, because you can't keep everybody. You can't keep Jules. You can't keep Opie Toppin, because Opie probably got 14 minutes tonight. That's still not enough. But we understand why Julius is very important. When he plays like this, all-star Jules. There's no reason why he cannot be an all-star if he continues to play like this and the Knicks continue to win. And it'd be tough. It is tough on the Knicks and the organization to try to trade Julius if he continues to play like this. Last but not least is Coach Thibs. Thibs and his rotation. Thibs finished the game with Quickly and Brunson, RJ, Julius, and Mitch. I only question that because Orlando was playing huge on us. Pause. They were playing a big lineup, which was causing trouble for Jalen Brunson to attack the paint in that first half. Obviously, Jalen made the proper adjustment, which a great point guard will do, and who he is. He turned it up and found ways to score. But that first half was getting in foul trouble, couldn't penetrate and get to the rack like he usually do, getting blocked. It's because of the height of these players. You had Bull Boys about 7'3" out there playing small forward. That's just ridiculous. But we made it happen. We made it happen. So, you know me, I like to go to the stats. We're not going to worry about Orlando. Actually, we couldn't go to Orlando stat because Paulo Banchero, he gets to the line, like I stated in the weekly matchup, but Terrence Ross, who I thought was going to be the Knick killer, he barely got the ball, so I'm totally happy. But I was disappointed. The stats don't really show the buckets, but Bol Bol, look at Bol Bol. He went to work. They threw them in, and he went to work. But let's bring it over to my New York Knicks, right? RJ, 7 for 19. RJ, you were jacking. You was forcing the offense. There's been a time, it was a play of where RJ's fast break, you had Quick at the top, just like this. RJ took it to the rack and missed. RJ, we get it, bro. We get it. You got paid. You want to prove. Just let the game come to you. Like Jules. Look at Jules. 10 for 19. Right? He's still shooting a lot of threes. Look at that, 2 for 9. Still missing them free throws. Still just grabbing all the rebounds away from Mitchell Robinson. But that 10 for 19, I'm fine. Maybe not fine. Maybe it's a couple of those 3-pointers that could have been, not shoot. But Jules, that's how you play. Mitch, 6 for 7, 85%. That's Mitch what Mitch do. 2 for 5 on the free throws. Mitch, come on, Mitch. All those free throw videos you was doing all summer. Let's get it up. But yeah, you have 14 and 6. 3 blocks. How many steals did he have? 1 steal. I need Mitch to get those rebounds up. Why? Because I want this man to be at least a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. At least. And I'm looking. Ev, it's about time. We got to put Ev on a bench or something. Maybe when Quentin Grimes come back. But I get the aspect of having Evan Fournier out there, the space to create a move. Because he hit certain 3-pointers that were crucial for us. Had one fading away in the corner, the right corner. And I believe all his shots were 3. Let me see. 2 for 8. Yeah, all his shots are 3s. So he's literally just a 3-point shooter for us, literally. So when we get Q Dot back, and that's a situation. What's going on with Quentin Grimes and his ankles? I'm fine with it now because we're getting to see what Cam can do. Because if Q Dot come in, who's sitting? Who not getting those minutes? Is it Cam that's not going to get the minutes? Is it Evan Fournier? Somebody not going to get those minutes. So we need to figure out with that. Jalen Brunson, like I said, first half was iffy. Second half, you turned it up. And you were still able to shoot 50% from the field. 50% for free throw. I don't know how you do that. 2 for 4. That's fine. Forgive me. 50%. Sorry, 50%. That is 3-pointers. Forgive me. 50% for 3-pointers. That's perfect. That's perfect. You had a damn near perfect game. With the 3 for 3 from the free throw, 6 assists. Even though we were ultra fouling this game. We can't do this against Milwaukee. We can't do this against Cleveland. Which I said the Knicks weekly that we're going to go 3-1. The only loss coming to Milwaukee. not playing like this. We're fouling too much. We had too many turnovers. Derrick Rose only had 8 minutes. Derrick Rose needed more minutes. Definitely to close the game, I would have brought in Derrick Rose. Why? Because Quickly was 0 for 5, 0 for 4 for 3. Yet he did have 8 assists. And that's why with that second unit, I thought he was perfect fine. And still has 6 rebounds. So I think that's what kept him in the game. And then we can even look at Cam's stats. Cam had 3 for 4. He had all that in the first quarter, probably. Cam had 7 points in the first quarter. It was a point of time while I was getting on Thibs. It's like, yo, Thibs, you're keeping RJ Barrett in the game, and he was throwing the rhythm off. Eventually, he was still forcing the baskets, but that could have went to Cam. Cam was more efficient. That is my biggest issue when it comes to Coach Thibs, is you're sticking to this pattern. You're sticking to this rotation clock that you have in your head. Come on, Thibs. You saw Cam had it rolling. Keep Cam in the game. Right? Then even Obi Toppin, 13 minutes for Obi Toppin. And I guess Cam should take a page out of Obi book, because Obi been dealing with this. Obi has been productive in a short time. We can easily say that Obi deserves more minutes just as much as we say Cam. So that's just the tough part. If Julius going to continue to play Julius ball, which his minutes has only been 35, it hasn't been like 38, 37 that RJ played. There's no reason for RJ to play. RJ should have played 30 minutes. That additional 7 could have went to Cam. And Cam could have had over 20-something minutes. And probably would have gave you, 15, 16 points? I believe so. But yes, Knicks pulled it out. Knicks beat the Magics. We got the first game. Second game, I believe, is Wednesday, when Charlotte comes into town. Terry Rozier, we got to worry about. No Lonzo Ball due to the ankle. So, Knicks, no fouling, no turnovers. Play defense, because defense was horrendous this game, but we got to play defense. And as you can see, the height is the Achilles heel for the Knicks, but we still pulled it out. So let's see what takes place on Wednesday. Deuces.
You gonna do it if I say so. I'ma do it for the pesos. I fell in love with the bass load.